Hello everybody, and welcome to a set that is not mine, but that may look familiar to you. If you know who this guy is, who are you?
Hi, my name is Justin Hombach, not Justin, Justin Hombach, and I teach people how to play fast, not to shred, over at my YouTube channel. And maybe this room is not familiar with this guy, but he designed it.
Yeah, I did. I was here to help set all of this up. You know how this series works. I think this is episode 8, 9, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I started this. Once a month, I look at the stuff that you buy with my Thoman and Sweetwater affiliate links, and I give my very biased and usually very mean opinion on the things that you spend your hard-earned money on. So if you want to be in the next episode of this series, or any future episode at all, do all of your future gear shopping through my affiliate links in the description and pinned comment. I make some commissions off of that, and I'm able to roast you as well. So it's really a win for me, and you get nothing. So I say we start with Thoman, as usual. There's 2 returned purchases, and they're 2 of the most expensive ones. That's a bummer. Let's look at one of those first. What sucked?
What sucked?
Yeah, let's see. The more...
Okay.
So I made a review video on this. It's like 6 months old, but it still sells like at least 5 of these a month because it's just a good product. This is the first time I've seen one get returned.
What is it? What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's like a Positive Grid Spark.
Okay.
With like better sounds. I like the app that comes with it a bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also more affordable.
And you have an extra wireless foot switch.
You have the wireless foot switch, you have to
Okay.
purchase that separately. Okay, it's a bummer that you returned this. If you are watching this, then let me know why you returned it in the comments. But we're not going to be rating this because you don't have it anymore. There's a €650 purchase. Oof.
Please don't be an Ibanez guitar.
Oh yeah, in case you haven't noticed, he likes Ibanez a little bit, just a bit. Universal Audio Enigmatic Overdrive and a Dream 65. Okay, now no one gives a shit about this. Yeah.
Pedals. I'm not really into pedals.
It's a UA. It's a UA. Judging by the color, it's probably going to be like character-wise. It's going to be like the Klon Centaur.
Yeah, probably just to check it out, to test it out, and the person who purchased this didn't really like it. And
still, thank you for using the links to purchase it.
Next time, use my links.
Fuck you. Yeah, he does have those on his channel, so if you desperately really want to buy Ibanez, there's probably a lot of Ibanez stuff in here. Let's see, let's start with a €431 purchase right off the top here.
Oh, Ortega, nice.
Okay, well, it belongs to the same parent company as Ibanez,
Yeah.
so he's into it. A Pearl 22-inch bass drum head. I assume that's good. Is Pearl
It's
good?
Pearl, it's not Tama, because Tama would be Ibanez
Oh,
again.
come on. I'm sure Pearl is good. I don't play the drums, so I don't know. The Ortega Tour Player is good. I made a video about these at NAMM 2024. Personally, I like these a bit more than the Ibanez Tim Henson one, mainly because they're a bit like, I believe the back is a little bit round, and it's all just kind of, but it's not the plastic kind. So it's not like the plastic round belly.
Like the Ovation guitars,
Yeah.
the old ones.
So, but these are very, very nice, and they also come in a lot more interesting colorways than the Black Tim Henson one. Not that you went for an interesting colorway at all. You went for natural wood.
I mean, I like the holes inside of that guitar. That looks like a little bit of swirly kind of thing. Looks a little bit like the hand grip of the PR.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Like the teardrops. Yeah. We've got Ernie Ball, Ernesto Paya strings.
Seems to be acoustic strings, I believe.
Let's look up Ernesto. Imagine that's your last name.
Ball.
Yeah, imagine your name is Ball, and then you have a son, and you name him Sterling, as if his fucking last name isn't bad enough. The Dario EJ. Okay, I think these are all classical strings.
Yeah. And a cable. So
Yeah.
So he bought some miscellaneous stuff for.
I feel like this might be your first classical guitar, and so you're trying your way through the string brands. Now that you have one, that's my assumption. I don't have an opinion on any of these strings because I have one nylon guitar, but I haven't restrung it yet. How often do you have to change those? Because they don't rust.
Sometimes they break just because out of nothing. Okay. I used to have a nylon guitar in my bedroom like a couple of years ago, and then I went to sleep, and all of a sudden you hear the strings bring.
Oh, they just broke without playing?
Yeah, it broke without playing. Yeah. Because of the wood, who is like moving, and that can happen when the strings are a little bit older. Sometimes the string of acoustic guitar is not really breaking like an electric guitar. It's more like the rounded wire thing is more getting loose and then you cannot use it anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I might want to keep some on hand then. I don't have a single set of nylon strings. I got a Fender bass guitar gig bag. Okay, that's not related to this. And some Pro Snake XLR cable. Stop buying the Snake cables, please.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, please stop it. Just
Alright.
get anything good. This is, how much was this? Oh, these
10 euros.
well, okay, these prices are bullshit though, because half the time, like it said the pedals cost like €2. Yeah, this can't be more than like maybe $12. Get anything decent, right? Get a Hosa cable. I don't love those. Get like a Zoma cable. Just spend $40 and you'll have it until you die.
Yeah, for example, like I have this cable here. I don't know what it is. I think it's an old Fender cable.
I was gonna
so.
say that looks like the.
It's like
that looks
Fender.
like the Fender.
Yeah, yeah. My cat chewed on it, and it's pretty fucked up. And I don't know where I got this from. I think I once had a show, and then accidentally this cable slipped into my gig bag or something like that. But it's like 10 years old, and it's
withstood your cat's chewing on it.
Yeah.
See? There you go. It's still running. If that's not a sign of quality, what is? Overall, I like the Ortega. I'm neutral towards the Pearl thing. The strings, I'm sure are all right. Again, I've not used any of these. What's your take? You've played classical guitar before.
A little bit.
Well,
really not too much.
I got a nylon guitar 2 months ago. That's it. So you've had more experience with it than me.
I mean, I think the Ortega guitars, they are quite nice. I mean, you have some sound limitations definitely with this kind of shape and this kind of corpus body. And but you have more accessibility in the higher frets, so that's pretty cool. So especially when you're coming from the electric guitar and you're more used to an electric guitar, and especially you're more used to like a good electric guitar like an Ibanez, than coming to these kind of things. I think the accessibility, the neck, that is quite nice. I mean, how much is it? It's to the 382 euros. So the sound should be decent, because especially with acoustic guitars, when you're going to a price range of 4,000 euros or so, you can have like really, really great sound guitar. I think that is decent and really good for beginner, for people who wanted to purchase their first acoustic guitar. I think this guy doesn't do anything wrong. I have absolutely no idea why he bought that bass drum for that. Well, maybe for the guitar.
I mean, it's a bass drum and then it's a bass thing. So maybe he has a band and he said like, "Oh, I'm ordering on October. You need anything, so I don't have to pay shipping."
Yeah. The classical kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna deduct one entire point for the Snake cable because fuck you, which means this gets.
How was your rating again? Like out of 10?
5. So
5.
This gets 4 out of 5 stars.
I would give it like 3. I mean, you can do better than Ortega when you have the money.
I was gonna say
it's really hard to rate. You know, it's
I was
really
gonna say
hard
if you have the money, you can do better.
Yeah.
But if you have the money, you're also not buying Snake cables. So it's to be assumed.
Yeah, I think it's just to try out and just to having the first acoustic guitar maybe for a band project or whatnot, and therefore it's decent. So yeah, 4 out of 5 is okay.
So that is an average of 8 out of 10. Good enough. Okay, let's just take the next one from. Oh, there it is,
bro. You did everything right. The GRG I think I had it once, but I had to return it or something like that, or they needed it. You cannot go wrong with the Geo guitars nowadays from Ibanez because they're really good. I played these. I played this one in 2024 last year at the Minel News Day. That is like a huge festival for exclusive part of persons, VIP persons like Ibanez artists.
Yeah, for the important people that they like.
People from the press, people that they like. Have you ever been to one of those? No, right? I wonder why. No. I've played this one as a demonstration. I played with that guitar, Technical Difficulties from Paul Gilbert and Groove or Die from Andy Timmons. And they are good, especially with the zero edge trem, because it's not a Floyd. They have their own system. It's a zero edge trem, and
no, this one's a hardtail.
Is it?
Yeah, hold on.
It's a hardtail. Yeah, I was mistaken. But anyways, like the Geo nowadays, they are really, for that price, they are good guitars. And especially when you're a beginner, you're not doing anything wrong getting one of these, You have the accessibility into the 22th or 24th kind of 22nd to 24th kind of fret. Quality of those Ibanez pickups for that sound, for that kind of price, it's really good.
We're gonna ignore the 3-star rating on it and just go right past that. So we have a D'Addario Poly Pro strap. As much as I love D'Addario, and as much money as they give me on a regular basis. Why did you get a nylon strap? All
I
they do
don't
is
think they are too bad.
all they do
I
is
have
slip.
some guitars with the nylon straps. Yeah.
Yeah, that means you don't have any guitars with natural neck dive. Otherwise, it's
Okay,
just
I assume something from just seeing this. You know, I assume that he is a beginner and it's like his first.
this is your first purchase.
First
ever, yeah.
purchase.
Yeah.
Because Harley Benton nylon player set, pick set, that is.
You're gonna hate these, and then you're gonna end up buying like Dunlop big stubbies. That's what I did.
I assume that he bought this just to check out certain,
Yeah.
you know, certain different thicknesses. So
Oh.
it could be a range from thin to
Okay.
thick, you know, just to try out which kind of thickness is the best for him. And I assume, you know, he had like a guitar teacher who told him like, hey,
Yeah.
get one of these and try out which you are most comfortable with.
Then we've got a Snake Y adapter, which is
Why?
strange.
Why do we have that? The Y adapter?
The dome and clip.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, let's not do that.
It's getting better and better. Okay, you are definitely a beginner.
Yes.
And I think it's totally fine to
I
have
like
these
that
things.
So you bought a tube amp modeler by Behringer, but then also that's the only pedal you have. So you were like, well, I don't need a power supply. All I need is this from straight into the wall. That is a poor decision, and you will come to learn that. But so is just buying the Behringer pedal itself. Putting aside the fact that they hate Jewish people.
What?
That's too
Have you
long.
made a video about this?
No, KDH has.
Oh.
So that's too long of a story to get into in this video, but every time in this series that a Behringer purchase comes up, I kind of mention it because that's not good. But also, like, they own TC and everything. You can't avoid Behringer anymore.
But again, I think, you know, he's a beginner, so it is fine. But yeah, I want to recommend try to invest a little bit more, especially in the amp. I think with the amp modeler from the tube amp modeler from Behringer, hey, it's okay for the beginning to try out certain things, but I can imagine how it will sound in my head, and it will probably not sound really good.
Yeah, I mean, for like $30, you can at least get, like, if you have a decent computer, you can get a piece of software that you can use with headphones.
Yeah, maybe like an interface on the plugin, but I mean, it's okay. You know, you have, you know, a little bit of the knobs that you can turn around.
Yeah.
That is kind of a specific
Well,
feeling. And
See, here's the thing though. Where's the amp if this is the first purchase? What amp does he use? The cab, I mean, sorry.
Well, maybe he has like an old amp, you know, like something, I don't know, which not really has a good distortion. And I mean, that could be my purchase as a beginner from 2004. But again, 2004 is 20 years ago. And so what I would recommend, for example, is to, you know, invest a little bit more money and get like the next label after the Behringer, like for example, the Quad Cortex, which is not really that much more expensive than the 30-euro Behringer, or like the FM9 from Fletcher.
My first amp was a combo amp that I got from Aldi.
Oh,
Well, I didn't know they sold guitar amps,
yeah.
but they did, and it was a full-on combo amp, but it cost €30. Which means it's a better thing to buy for €30 than this junk.
So I would recommend, for example, something like the Roland Cube,
Yeah.
the Boss Katana, these kind of things.
Yeah.
They have modelers in it. They have different kind of effects in it. They have different kind of amps in it. So I would more recommend something like this as the next purchase. It's fine for a beginner. You know, and now when it turns out that this guy's not a beginner, that he's playing guitar for 15
Yeah,
years.
he's 47.
He's 47 and he's a professional guitar player for 20 years. Then I would say, oh, okay.
The only redeeming thing here is the Ibanez Geo, because those are fine, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like a good first guitar or a good second guitar. The rest of this,
It's okay. It's
Kinda-
okay. It's
kinda
okay.
sucks.
For a beginner, I would say it's okay. For when you are a little bit more than a beginner and you've played for a year, you could have done better choices. But hey, it is to try out. It's to test, and
Yeah.
it is to have the basic gear.
also you got a 1.8 meter cable. That's gonna really piss you off. 1.8 meter. That's my height exactly. That is really annoying.
You know, like this kind of cable, right? But
Oh, that's longer. That's 2.5.
oh yeah, true.
That's at least 2.5. So like a cable the length of me is really gonna piss you off. You're gonna really want to upgrade from that. Jesus, you're gonna
I mean, maybe he has a longer cable that leads from the Behringer to any kind of amp.
I cannot, in good conscience, give this any more than let's say 2.2 stars out of 5 because the Ibanez is good. Everything you're plugging it into is just decreasing the potential that the Ibanez has.
I mean, I have a hard time rating this because there are two hearts beating in my chest. One is, yeah, the quality of the picks and the cable and the Behringer, especially the Behringer. I think the rest is you can compromise with it, but the Behringer, that will have a definite kind of negative effect on your sound. For somebody who purchased this the first time, now imagine, you know, some aspiring young guitar player who's watching your channel, who's watching this video, you know, and who's super proud of his Behringer and his nylon picks, is now watching this, you know, and thinks like, oh, god damn it, now I have to get everything else because Kalen said blah, blah. So as a beginner, I would say, hey, that's totally fine. That's a 3-star, 4-star. When you play a little bit longer, I would question those choices, but I give them like, I give them 3 stars. Come on.
Fine, I'll agree on 3. That's 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would also like to add thank you anyway for using the links. No matter how much I insult you, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now unsubscribe to this channel, and next time when you get your bigger stuff, when you get the Quad Cortex, my link.
Okay, let's just randomly pick one. Let's pick this one. What the fuck is this?
Drum and
What the fuck?
I know this.
That's the lamest shit they could have possibly. Okay, let's start from the top here.
Chip tuner. Okay, from Boss. Okay,
That's a good one.
yeah. Good.
I used to have that one. I dropped it and it broke, which maybe that makes it not as great because I've also dropped other ones and they haven't broken. But drum and bass rug.
Vintage drum rock.
Oh, it's just, yeah, so
Galaxy.
the kit doesn't slip.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But I want to know how it looks because it said Rock's Galaxy. So is there a Galaxy on it or? Holy shit, that is a beautiful rock.
That looks like Portnoy would use it.
Yeah, yeah. I would get one of these and put it here in my studio. So for Ingrid to piss on.
If somebody just like comes, he doesn't know your cat's called Amy. 180, 106. Okay, that's very small. Otherwise, that would have been cool for my studio. That's
So-
a drum key.
No. That's where you put like toms on to the
Oh,
rack.
it's a mounting rack. Okay,
Yeah, something.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm
So
I'm an idiot.
not a rack, but you know, like
Yeah, a black coated.
kazoo.
I bought a kazoo once. It was fun for 2 minutes. I haven't touched it since. Same thing with the I forget what it's called, like the Lotus flute. The
Yeah.
lamest shit in the world, but it's fun for a second. And
Hey,
you're
that's
like, why
cool
did I
when
buy this?
you know, I used to play in a prog metal band called Eos, and we had a song, an instrumental song, which I wrote, and there we had those kind of instruments. That song sounds like shit, and those
Kazoo?
instruments, yeah, kazoo, and especially the woo flute. That's really great. Enoughless Bites. It's not on Spotify because that record is a great musical record, but the vocalist totally ruined it, so we only have it on
fuck.
Bandcamp.
Oh, this is a drum key.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's to attach something to something else. Like a screw. Yeah, see, like
a drum key.
no, it's not a drum key, it's just like, you know, on the microphone stand.
Oh, it's for the K&M stands.
Yeah.
Okay, I was sorry. Mentally, I was still in the drum section. Okay, K&M rubber plate. Yes, that fantastic purchase, bro. What the rubber foot for the? Okay, so your K&M stand broke, and so you're just buying replacement parts for. I relate to that because so did mine. K&M stands fucking suck.
But hey, at least he got some pretty cool
Actually,
cables.
I should cut that out because they gave that one to me. But it fucking broke.
At
Look,
least good cables.
look who bought a Zoma cable.
Yeah.
2 even. Thank fuck. You didn't buy a snake cable. I mean, you don't cheap out because you did buy K&M and not like Thomann house brand T.stands or something. I mean, this is an instant 5, isn't it?
Yeah, come on. I mean,
This is too funny not to be.
Hey.
The rug is badass.
Okay, when we're seeing it from a funny point of view, it is of course a 5. It gave us a nice.
I mean,
chuckle.
I'm sure he needs this for something, if not just fun. This is all boring. We can't rate this because it's just replacement parts.
Yeah.
The cables are really good. The rug is very cool. No, actually, you bought a K&M stand, which again, mine completely crumbled, and I had like I think an SM7B on it or something. And it just fucking. So it's a 4 out of 5.
The stands are really not that good.
Do you want to say that again?
yeah, the stands, they're really not that good.
4?
No, 4 is okay.
8 out of 10. Let's go a bit lower. Okay, an EMG 81.
Yeah, but why Seymour Duncan
I was going to
mountain
say Seymour
ring
Duncan
and then
mounting ring.
EMG?
I mean, I think it doesn't matter because the size is the same. But
No. I mean, EMG, the active pickups, have a different size than regular pickups.
Well, then,
So the mountain
so it's
rig-
probably not for that one.
It's probably for
Or
different
you're
ca-
stupid, and then you got the order, and you were like, "I'm a fucking idiot."
You could assume it exactly this kind of story out of that purchase, that the guy, you know, he thinks like, I need some pickups, so I probably need also a mountain rig, and gets everything, and then like It doesn't fit.
Yeah,
I mean, it happened to all of us
he
someday,
already,
you know?
He's already soldered it in, and then he wants to attach it. He's like, oh, I'm so stupid.
Mhm.
It's an EMG 81. I'm not a fan, but it's a pickup.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can get worse.
I think Kerry King used the 81, 85.
That's pretty worse. You cannot get worse than Kerry King, but
Well, okay,
pickups.
but it's not about us playing. The
Yeah.
sound, the Slayer's always sounded good. I like the tone. That's what I bought the signature amp for. That's fine. I think overall this would be a 4 because I just don't love the pickup that much. But it's a 3 because you're an idiot.
That's really I mean, I will totally imagine that, you know.
When was this purchased? February 8th. Okay, so the buyer's remorse has already set in. You probably already replaced it, but you didn't send this back because you're like, oh, it's $4. It's not worth it. That's a 3 for me because you're an idiot. And also, you bought 5 sets of humbucker screws. I feel like this might actually just be for Seymour Duncan.
Yeah.
This could be direct mount, and this could be Seymour Duncan because you bought 5 sets of screws.
Yeah, for that, probably for a different kind of.
Let
Or
me
he's really
know.
stupid and he thought like one set is one screw, but I get 5 for the pickups
And also bought one extra.
for the spare, you know.
Yeah, assuming that you're the idiot, this is a 3.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
6 out of 10. Why do you keep returning things? What was it? Oh, it's a positive grit spark. There you go. Buy the more. It's better. Well, technically, right now it's a draw because one of each has been returned.
Mhm.
But you know,
Check if he maybe, can you see if he purchased something else and maybe he purchased the more after that, after he returned the positive
no,
grit?
I can't see who purchased it. I think that would probably be a crime if Thoman showed me that. Whoop. Positive grit spark mini Steve Vai signature. I didn't know that existed.
I know. I know.
Okay, I mean it's the same thing, just with the funny design,
Mhm.
which I do rate.
Yeah, and some pre-designs,
Some
some presets from Steve Vai.
I do rate that higher than the standard one because it's not ugly.
Mhm.
It looks nice,
Mhm.
which is looks at 80% of playing guitar. And the other 20 are the Zenith speed picking by Justin Alpha. Yeah, link for his course in the description. The Dario baritone set, hyper slinkies. Okay, this I rate good-ish. I don't like the NYXLs. I don't like these.
Oh, I don't like the inner XL either.
Yeah, those I hate, but these are the XT, which I also don't love. The XS strings are very good, but they don't currently exist for baritone or extended range.
Why don't you like the NYXL?
They feel slippery.
Slippery?
Yeah.
Okay, for me they feel, I mean, I think I have a problem with
They feel slippery, but they sound dull.
Okay, but for me, I think I have a problem with my skin and the material which is out of, because every time when I have the NYXL, it feels like, a certain, skin is getting loose, and then it feels scratchy and really weird.
Yeah, I just don't love the way they sound either, but I've switched completely to Dario XS now. What the fuck is Hyper Slinky? Are those thinner than Super Slinky?
8, I believe. Glaube ich.
8s?
8.
What the fuck are you doing with 8s? The high E string would slip off the fretboard. Is it gonna be 7s?
They are 7s. Yeah, correctly.
What are you doing with those?
I can tell you because I have one of my beautiful Ibanez 7 strings. This beautiful Ibanez here, I transformed from a 7 string to a 6 string with an additional high A string. And therefore you need the 7s.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that makes sense. But I assume that's not what this guy's doing.
Do you know who else played 8? Paul fucking Gilbert.
What do you need 8s for? I do sometimes see videos of people like...
And Ingie's playing 9th on a low, half tone below, which is like 8.
Well, I play 9s in E flat as well.
Yeah, that's like 8. That is 8. That is a feeling of 8. So when you're playing 9s on half tone step below, then it is the same, or kinda nearly the same.
I do like that flexy feeling.
Yeah, and then that's the same feeling like when you play 8.
I prefer the more SD10i over the Spark Mini. It weighs the same, the proportions are a bit different, but it's also like the portable version. It's smaller. It sounds better than Positive Grid to me, right? Like I used Bias Effects 2 for years. I just never really liked how synthetic Positive Grid sounds. I'm not the biggest fan of Slinkies anymore. I used them for like 6 years and then I switched. I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, me too, because it has Ernie Ball and I like Ernie Balls. And
you like Ernie's balls.
I like Ernie's Balls. Oh yeah. And yeah, I think the rest you already said to it. 4, decent 4, it's totally fine.
8 out of 10. Point at 1. Okay. Well.
Finding another one. Okay.
Hey, you're fucking with me. It's the same one.
Really?
Yeah.
No
You
way.
just pointed at the same one. There you go. Harley Benton single cut. Okay. Again, these are never accurate, so I always have to look up to see what the actual price is.
Ah, no, 170. Okay.
Yeah, see, because this said, okay, it's US dollars. So you bought so you paid for a bunch of shipping as well. I don't like the Les Paul shape. I especially don't like the wonky Les Paul shape that they're doing. I like vintage white and gold as a combo. I do kind of like the color combo. What do you think?
The same.
Yeah.
Basically the same. And plus it's
Not a Les
Harley
Paul
Benton.
guy?
I mean, Les Paul was the first guitar that I ever really played on, but nowadays, I mean, only when I have like the really old Les Pauls, just for the sound aesthetic. But for me, it's always playability over sound. So no.
I mean, the specs of a $170 guitar. I'm sure this is good for the money, but you chose the nicest colorway because this is lame. I don't like
It's
this.
really usual, yeah.
And then
that is super. No, I hate.
I mean,
that.
it's also cheaper,
Yeah.
but it looks much cheaper as well.
Yeah.
That
No.
sucks. So you chose the nicest colorway.
I give it a 2 out of 5.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Harley Benton. This is a Les Paul.
Yeah, but again,
the color is okay. When you would get like the different color, like the one with that ugly pickguard, no, then it would be a 1 out of 5. But I give this you could easily buy with that money an Ibanez Geo. Bam. 2 out of 5.
You guys think I'm biased? Really? I get comments, oh, this is not an unbiased review. Yeah, look at this.
I tell people I do biased reviews because I'm an Ibanez fucking artist. So yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
am biased.
I'm gonna give it a gracious 3.
That's why I'm not a gear reviewer.
I'm gonna give it a 3. You said 2.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. Yeah.
That sucks. My apologies.
Let's do one of these pendings ones, right? The upper ones.
Okay.
Ooh, traveler guitar. Nice.
Those are good. I don't like these ones though because they have not the Strat ones which look nicer, which is the same brand. Like they have the it's just the shape of the pickguard of a Strat.
Yeah.
I prefer those.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And they're not significantly bigger because it's just the size of the pickguard.
Yeah.
You got the ugliest one they have, but it's still a really good travel guitar.
I can assume they know. I like to think the stories behind the people who bought this.
Yeah.
And here I think summer is coming. The sun is it's getting warmer. And he wants to have like a relaxed day at the beach or at the lake, with his girlfriend or boyfriend or all kind of friends.
Yeah, by the way, we're just saying he because no women watch my channel. I see the analytics, so I know you're all he's.
Yeah.
Right? If that is wrong, if you're if you're a woman and you purchased anything ever through any of my affiliate links, please do let me know because you will be the only one.
Yeah, and it's the same for my account, so.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's watching your shred courses besides men.
I think that's a beautiful story, at the lake, the sun's going down, he's sitting there and practicing some exercises from the Zen of speed picking.
Yes. I mean, the Vox amp plug stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably the best you can get for, like, stuff on the go without using a plugin or anything.
I mean, but yeah, I should check it out, but I'm not so 100% sure because it's Vox. And I'm not the biggest, Vox sound is...
No, but they have like the Vox amp plug metal, which is like a rectifier sound as well.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So it's that look the plate is clearly a recto. I had this one and then I had the AC30. They are very, very good with headphones, and again, like if you don't want to have to use there's plugins for iPad and stuff.
So
like
it's
that.
not like they don't have more like amps on one thing, so it's more one amp based on.
Yeah, exactly. You have a volume,
smart.
tone, and gain little knob on it. For $40, you just get like a headphone rectifier sound.
Mm-hmm.
You went for the UK drive, so like it's Marshall.
Yeah, I think so.
Or just Vox. Vox is British too, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. And then you got the guitar 3-in-1, so yeah, tuner, snipper, and it's the acoustic. I gotta give this a 5. It's clearly for just playing on the go.
I'm hard to judge. I don't know. I'm not too happy to give 5 so easily, so I give it a 4.
Yeah, if Ibanez made travel guitars, the 5 would be right there. So that was a 9.
Yeah.
One more on Thomann, and then we can move over to Sweetwater. Sweetwater doesn't get as many, so it's always just kind of a short segment at the end of the video. What the fuck? Did that look bad for a second? Okay.
Just somebody wants to clean up his guitar.
Yeah, it's the nut sauce is like a lubricant for the.
But why the fuck are they calling it nut sauce?
'Cause it's
I mean,
funny.
yeah, it's the sauce for the nut, but
Yeah, but it's because it's funny. I would have
Big
called.
Band's nut sauce.
I would have
that's-
called it nut lube if it was my company.
Yeah.
I like that it comes in the syringe, so you don't have to
It
like
comes.
You got stuff to take care of your guitars with. I always commend people for that because you know.
What?
I've made 2 videos restoring guitars from this house.
When I'm not playing them, I don't take care of them. That's true. But
Look, this channel has 2 videos on it. I am restoring like 2 Dean Rusty Cooley guitars, and then my Schecter that I have now that was his before. They look like he pulled them out of like a World War II bunker. The Ibanez's don't look like that because they get played.
yeah,
Harley Benton Speed Wine. What the fuck's the difference from a regular one?
it is speedy.
And there we go again.
Positive grid.
Positive. Half of these episodes are always positive grid and the Moore thing because that just sells the most. Yeah, that's fine. You got the foot switch bundle, which is more money, so you don't have to use your hands to control the bad tones. This is all fantastic. You clean your things. You want it to smell good, so you didn't buy like Music Nomad stuff that smells like piss. I'll give it a 4 because again, positive grid, not my favorite, but the rest really can't be rated. A luthier, specific luthiers, might rate this like a 2 because they say, oh, lemon oil is bad for the... Fuck you, I've been using lemon oil for 8 years and nothing has happened even once.
I've used it quite a... Yeah, but it's a long time ago. I more use the Formula 65 polish kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, is this for the fretboard?
No, that's for the body.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a luthier, so I give this a 4.
Yeah.
8 out of 10. Let's see what you've purchased. The first one. Okay, well, the ID is Crybaby Joe B. So I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Shocker. I hate wah.
Okay.
I think it's really annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would ever incorporate that into anything. Unless it's an auto wah with like rhythm guitar.
I think it can be like an interesting touch to a certain solo, and you can use it quite well. I mean, there are
But
guitar
nobody
players-
nobody uses it sparingly. If you use it, then you use it like Kirk Hammett by default.
I like, for example, some players who are using this to give your sound, you know, that you have it in one position to make it on and to use it as a filter for certain frequencies.
Yes. I don't know why you got the Joe Bono master signature though, because this does nothing differently from the original but costs more money.
No, I don't. I think the EQ shape are different.
A modified vintage circuit with a large vocal sweep. Okay. I take it back. Adds extra harmonic content. This seems like buzzwords to me mainly, but it's fine. Seems to be selling well because there's only 2 left. So that, and then what was the other thing? An EBO. I don't even have to open that. It just says EBO. The EBO is fun for 3.5 minutes.
I once had it. I once played it with the band, and after the first show where I integrated that EBO into our performance, I left it on the stage there. It got stolen, and I never bought an EBO again.
I don't know. You got an effect I don't like, and another thing I don't like. You get 1 star from me, but a very biased 1 star. What do you say?
You get 3 from me. It's okay.
4 out of 10. Suck it. Thank you though very much for the money. Let's see. 1 spot CL6. I hate this. I hate that I have to hit me. What is it?
What the fuck is this?
I think it's just a reverser.
Yeah, reverse polarity cable.
Yeah. And it's a 1 spot V189. I wonder what this is gonna be, huh? Let's see. Thrilling.
I wonder after what video he clicked on that link and bought these kind of things.
Well, probably not after a video.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably just open because he clicked it at some point. Because this isn't something that you go like, I have to buy this through his affiliate links. Hold on.
But let me still imagine like he's seeing your Chris Barnes video
I mean,
or something
if
like
that
that.
is the case, again, thank you, because this, like, even the 67 cent things add up and pay my bills.
He's seeing like something controversial from you, and after that thinking, I need a power adapter.
The thing is, you needed this so bad that you didn't even wait until you had a bigger purchase, because you paid shipping for this, because it was only $16. So you didn't even wait until you had to buy strings and then get free shipping. You needed this incredibly badly. I guess I'll rate it a 5. It's just a power converter. What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of
10
10.
out of 10. Best rating so far.
I mean, maybe comment if it sucks. Spark Mini. Wow, I wonder what this is.
Wow, that sounds really good, the Spark one. Nice.
Yeah.
Have you made a review about that? Or
no, I haven't.
comparison?
No, I haven't, because the thing is, so Moore sent me the other one
Yeah.
for a review, But then my point, because I've tried plenty of the Spark stuff. So my point in that video was it's better than the Spark. So I don't think Spark would send me one because they'd expect me to like tear it apart. And I'm not buying it.
But why are you making a review about the Moore one and everybody is buying the Spark one?
Well, the Moore one sells like crazy as well. Again, I sell like 5 a month of the thing, and then the Spark just sells well in general. I think it's like one of the best-selling Doman products. What did I rate the last one with the Spark Mini? I think it was a 4, right?
Yeah.
Well, but I like the Steve Vai one better because it looks nicer. So this is a 3.8.
Okay, I give it 3.6.
That is, you do the math.
7.4.
Fantastic. Next one. Oh.
Come on. I guess the next purchase. Wait, the next purchase will be an Ovation guitar. It could be from the pricing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Well, he could already have one, but it might. Yeah, there it is.
Now I told you.
Yeah, this sucks.
We talked about this in the last episode where we went this together.
Yeah.
Because I had one, as well.
Yeah. Oh, I just hate the shit plastic belly. Like, they're not bad guitars. The necks are always good. Like, everything is fine except for that horrible, like, yeah, okay, let's just make guitars out of Tupperware now. Like, why are we, what? And the headstock is terrible. This is the worst headstock in the world. You're not looking at that, you're not feeling that while playing, but what you are feeling is the plastic salad bowl.
That's an ugly headstock.
That's terrible.
Really. That is really fucking ugly.
They could have left the natural wood bit out, then it'd be a fine headstock.
Yeah. That's really ugly. Come on.
Oh, it's better from the back. Oof.
That looks really bad.
Really
That's a really bad haircut, yeah.
These are cool for... Is this entirely? This is just molded out of... What? Aren't they usually wood on the top at least?
Not with these ones.
But yeah, so some of them are wood with a plastic back. This is just...
You could 3D print it.
You could 3D print... Yeah, this is just injection molding. This is a scam. $1,000 for a thing that's made out of...
For the headstock.
Yeah.
Because of that beautiful headstock.
What are the specs on this? Does it at least have like a Fishman piezo? We don't want to sacrifice tone quality for a stage-ready design. Why is this stage-ready? It's plastic. Ovation OP Pro preamp. They didn't even go for a Fishman. This is 2 out of 5 stars. Fuck you. It looks ugly. It's made entirely of plastic and it has an in-house pickup set. No, this is not good.
Yeah, I give it a 2 out of 5. And the 2 is only because of the hard case.
One more to close this out. I'll look for the most expensive one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I hope this wasn't in the last episode already. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, this has been bought a bunch of times before. I've sold a few of these links. Yeah. That is a nice Ibanez. I like that finish. Again, I've sold a few of these. I've seen this, but let's just for the sake of it. Man, that's nice looking.
That's a really nice looking guitar.
Yeah.
That is a nice looking guitar.
That is, especially for the money, that's...
God damn it. That is, like Kiesel good looking.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like Kieselish as well because of the contours. It could do with an ebony fretboard, I think.
Yeah.
I
mean, they once had the RGDs with an ebony fretboard. Like this one, yeah.
Yeah, so it could do with it. What's that bridge? It's a strange bridge.
Oh, no, that's the... I forgot the name all the time, but I have it as well on one of my guitars. But I'm thinking right now which one. I know, this one. Look, there it is. Yeah.
Is it good? Has your experience with the bridge been good?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Wait, this has Damasio's in it. It's $800. What?
Yeah.
2 Damasio Okay. Well, so the guitar itself is a 5.
And it has a fixed bridge because at that price range, I would not recommend and that's my personal opinion, I would not recommend buying the 2-edge trem.
Below like 1,000, I don't recommend buying Floyd Rose.
I would only get from Ibanez, me personally, get a more expensive guitar when it comes to Floyd. Can you put that back? And get one of these, the Low Pro. The Low Pros, they are the best. They are the best.
This is a very good trim. So the guitar individually is a 5. Let's see. Cordial cable, solid. Curlin cable.
You will connect this cable with the box and the line 6, and you use this cable for the guitar. Mystery is solved.
I'm gonna rate these neutrally because you're clearly just trying to hear the pod go, and the pod go is good.
Yeah.
Pod go is very good. Line 6 tones are
better than the Behringer. Yeah,
than the Behringer
but yeah, I mean, the Behringer tube amp is only €30, but the next step would be something like this, the Line 6 Pod Go.
Yeah, well, or the next step would be like one of the Harley Benton ones for $120.
Yeah.
Which are kind of shit.
Yeah, and then the good Fender one.
They're kind of shit, but they're more versatile.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about this, honestly. This is fine.
That's totally a 6 out of 5 for me.
This is a 5. I have
totally.
No complaints.
You've done everything correct, my friend. Best last take on this show.
That's a good one to end it on. I usually like to end it on an insulting one, but I figured
We had so many insulting ones in
but
this one.
I was gonna say, usually I don't insult you that much throughout one video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be in the next episode, links in the description, links in the pinned comment. Also, linking to this guy's channel. I don't know if I can put 2 subscribe icons in the end card. If so, it's on his head. Go watch some of his videos, his gym content. And see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.